Whoopya! I didn't want to scare you. I just wanted to point out that different background, good different angle. Had to move some things around in my room. What used to be behind me is now right here on to this side of me. I don't know if this is going to be a permanent change. I guess it just depends on how my room's going to end up, but for right now, you got to deal with this abomination in the background. This is technically my closet. No, I don't have an actual closet. Yes, I live in a shed. Let's cut all the bullshit. What are we here for? Gorillaz. What kind of Gorillaz? The Fall. An album I think that is vastly overlooked, especially by the Gorillaz community. People like to act like this album does not fucking exist. And it does. I believe the in-universe explanation for this album is that 2D was just messing around on an iPad while they were on the Plastic Beach tour. But in reality, Damon Albarn was just fucking around on his iPad while they're on tour. I also believe it was like originally released for free on their website, like way back in the day. Or back in the day, in fucking 2010, 2011. But has henceforth kind of been like considered in their main line of albums. It's kind of weird. Because I think they kind of did the same thing with the Now Now for Humans, but it's kind of completely different. I don't know. I just know almost the entirety of this album was recorded on an iPad, and I believe it might be one of, if not the first album to do so. Cool, I guess. Like I said, people really like to shit on this album, and I want to make this video to give it the respect I at least think it deserves. Whether you think it's an actual Gorillaz album or not, I don't fucking know. What do you want me to say? Anyways, we got the standard 15 Gorillaz tracks that Gorillaz loves to do on all their albums, most of their albums anyway. Starting with Phoner to Arizona. I love how it kind of sounds like words. Oh my god, there's just so many different things going on. Ooh. Got a little bit of swagger at the end. Love I love how this track just kind of opens up this entire album to this weird sound that it's going for. Especially for coming out in 2010. This like really feels like experimental for the time. But before we go any further, time to explain the rating system. Alright, if I don't like a song or I think it's ass, it gets this Chinese knockoff bootleg gaming system. Why are you so bright? If it's alright or I just think it's mid, it gets the Mambo sauce. And if I like it or I think it's great or I think it's lovely or it's just the best fucking thing in the world, it gets my favorite pair of glasses. And I think Phoner to Arizona at least gets like a light glasses, I guess. Like I said, I do like this song as an opening to an album, but is it a song that I'm going to come back to often? Probably not. It's good. It has a vibe that I just can't put my finger on and I love, but as a singular track, you know, you could do better. Like, there's better songs on this album. Like, we're literally fixing to get to a better song. Alright, on to the next track. Revolving Doors. Everyone's favorite song from this album. Ooh. I like how it, like, the sounds from Phoner to Arizona lead into this one.
Revolving doors, what have I done? For someone on the TV, a tapping lows. Revolving doors, what will I become? In the redneck song.
I think I also want to get this out the way. This is Gorillaz. Their lyrics tend to not make any fucking sense. Revolving doors, what have I done? Someone on the TV attempting love. Revolving doors, what have I become? A redneck song. I don't know what that means.
Feel that I'm paused by
really sounds like Tootie is just talking about something he's doing in the atmosphere that's going around in it. Also, love to see Gorillaz shout out just this small indie band, the Beatles. Finally, some true recognition.
I paid up for a 7, but I only got a so 8.
I don't know what paid for a 7 is, and I don't know what an SO8 is, but I'm still not gonna question it.
He got silver up his nose. Then he said, revolving doors, seems I was born for the
Man, is this track fun. It's like the leading ukulele, the dun 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 dun. Like it's so, I don't know, it's like kind of mesmerizing. And then you got all the like synths going on in the background, and it just this cool funky groove with all of it, and Tootie spitting utter fucking nonsense. This is exactly what I want from like a stripped back kind of indie iPad only made album by the Gorillaz. That's what I want. I think it's cute. I think it's great for what it is. Is it like the best thing Gorillaz has ever made? Absolutely not. But is it like a fun track that shows some like genuine fun experimentation going on? I think so. I like that track quite much. I think it's a pretty good track. On to the next one. I kind of feel bad. There's not like much to talk about with these songs, because substance-wise, these songs are kind of, you know, whatever. But like I said, we keep moving on. On to the next track, Hillbilly Man.
drive away, as in lonesome south, like a real straight shooter. 3 lanes full.
3 lanes full. You said 3 instead of 3.
Drive away, as in lonesome south, like a real straight shooter. 3 lanes full.
Oh my god. I love his inflection on his voice. Oh god, is this just funky and groovy as fuck. Oh my god. Holy shit, is this just a fucking earworm. Alright. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. It's like everything that they just kept adding and adding and adding and adding. It just keeps going and going and just peaks at this pinnacle fucking eargasm of a song. I absolutely love everything about this song. Hillbilly Man, I feel, is just like a better Revolving Doors. It kind of has like kind of the same things going for it. It's got the ukulele, it's got the synths. This one just has a really fun, like, beat switch. Especially on his vocals, dude. Oh my god. Again, just like every other track on this song and probably every other track going forward, not really, I don't feel like there's not really much that I need to talk about what's actually being said. It's really more of how he's saying it that's really the important part. But goddamn, do I love how the fuck he's saying whatever the fuck he's saying here. Right, on to the next track, Detroit. Believe this is also just instrumental. Cute, I'll give it that. Wait, this is supposed to be words? And I'm gonna be honest, I didn't know there was any lyrics to this. Apparently it's saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Detroit. I don't hear that. Okay, I guess I kind of hear it. Well, yeah, that was Detroit. It was only like 2 minutes long. It kind of just came and went, and that was it, really. I did like it. I did really like it. I thought it was cute. I thought it was, for whatever it is, it was fine. It's fine, whatever. I think I can only give it like a mambo. Like it's like a high mambo. Like it would be pretty up there on the mambo scale. Would I ever actually go back to listen to Detroit by itself? No, I probably wouldn't. But it sounded nice. I will give it that. It sounded nice and it didn't last too long. Completely fine. Completely inoffensive. Is that a word? Inoffensive is what I meant. Anyways, on to the next track. Chi-Town. God.
Friday. Chicago.
I guess they're in Chicago now. Driveway. Just what the fuck? Yeah, that was Chi-Town. So for the last song, I appreciated how short it was. This song, I wish it was longer. Like, it brings a lot of cool ideas to the table. Like, the beat is so fucking cool. But everything else about it, like, it goes in one ear, out the other. And that kind of just tends to happen with Gorillaz lyrics anyways, at least for me. Even on their, like, most acclaimed albums. But here, with what's all going on, it's really like, like, I would rather listen to Detroit than this. Which, I mean, that's another mambo for this, baby. I really wish they, like, added a little more oomph to it. Anyways, on to the next song. Little Pink Plastic Bags. Oh my god, dude. You can say whatever the fuck you want about this album. You cannot deny how earwormy these beats are, or the production is. Like, holy shit. I kind of feel this is exactly what happened, but I feel like 2D or Damon Albarn really, like, while on tour, was just sitting next to the window, looking out gazingly, and saw some plastic bags on the road. Well, they're just like tumbleweeds. Kind of feel like a broken record, but another cute song, you know? I do like in, like, the second part where he's like, oh, why'd you go right? So might go alone, what you want in life. Like, I feel like he's directly talking to a tiny little pink plastic bag. That mental image is pretty funny. While some of the other songs I also described as cute, I feel like this is one of the better cute songs, because the lyrics actually kind of make sense, or at least has a story I can, you know, go along with. So I think I'm gonna give this. I'm gonna give these the glasses. Okay, I think this is just a cute little song with a nice ass beat about little pink plastic bags blowing on the highway alone. What else could I say? I mean, what else could 2D say? That's pretty much all he said the whole song. And we'll go on to the next one. The Joplin Spider. See, like, I like how you can hear the previous song keep going. Did you call someone to tell someone about a spider? If you don't like spiders, just step on them. But I feel like I have to say something. But people who are scared of spiders, how the fuck are you scared of them? Why? You're like 1,000,000 times its size. Just little with your foot. That's all you gotta do. It's gone. The problem is gone. Oh my god.
Colorful sailors washed up on the shore, brought upon by time. Spider in a ditch, she saw it all. Now she's trying to ride down. Colorful sailors washed up on the shore, fell upon a fire.
Production on this one is absolutely fucking vile. What the fuck? Man, I feel like if this song was properly fleshed out, it could have been such a banger, dude. Like I said, that beat, that production, oh my god. Honestly, I felt like if it didn't have the words and it was just the music, I feel like this song could have actually done away with the lyrics. Like, it could have been just like a 2.5 minute track of the wow, 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 wow. It would have been completely fine. It would have had the same impact if it had no words at all. The voicemail is kind of a cool little touch, but like, it could have just gotten right into the song. I didn't need the voicemail. For the beat alone, I'm gonna give it light, so like super light, like almost a mambo sauce, just because like, there's so many cool ideas introduced in this one song, and none of them really go anywhere. Like, it stopped the beat just to go, I don't want that. Shut up. Actually, I think I've talked myself it down to a mambo, because, yeah, looking back, I like the beat, but the rest of the song is, like, whatever, really. Anyways, we'll go on to the next one. The Parish of Space Dust.
Cowboy town. I need a small vacation.
Oh my god, I did not expect that after what started to happen.
Texas, can you hear me?
It feels so good to hear 2D say Texas.
To the pains and blues of Houston, in the sun, in the parish of space dust.
More radio? Man, I'm starting to see a pattern that I'm not too fond of with these songs. They have great ideas. They have lovely soundscapes and nice ideas. And then they only last for like a minute. 2D doesn't even start singing until a minute 10 seconds in. And then he's done by a minute 48. Like, it's a good song surrounded by good ideas that doesn't even last 2.5 minutes. But this is one I'm actually not going to talk myself out of. The lightest of glasses. We're on to the next track. The Snake in Dallas. Another Texas song. Oh my god. I don't know what that is, and I don't know if I like it. god. Oh my god. That is another just purely instrumental track done right. Holy shit. It does what it does, and it comes in and it fucks hard, and it doesn't fucking end on a fucking fade out. Thank Christ. Alright, on to the next song. Amarillo. Man, did they know how to make a fucking beat.
The mountains are waiting. The full moon has come. I got lost on the highway, but don't ask me where I've been or what I've done. Oh Lord, send me transition. Forgive me for what I've become.
Damn.
Lonely soul.
I feel bad. What the fuck did 2D do? Where does little goober go? He just will not leave me alone. I really do love how melancholy this is.
Don't you know I need all that you know.
Are you gonna end your lyric on a fade out? Thank God. That's what I wanted. Like I feel like this is like a super fully, completely realized song. I do like the somber, kind of melancholic feel of the sound and the lyrics. But yeah, I think I'd give this song a fucking mambo. It's not bad by any stretch of the means, but most, if not all, the other songs before this sound cooler, or at least have something more interesting going on. Alright, on to the next one. The Speak It Mountains.
It is the dawn. It is the dawn.
The air is thinner.
The air is thinner.
Dawn.
The air is
The
thinner.
air is thinner.
Dawn.
The air is
The air
thinner.
is thinner.
The air is thinner.
The air is thinner. The air is thinner. Dawn.
One.
What the fuck is happening? Oh, now he's just texting in the middle of my fucking song. Okay, yeah, sure, cool, whatever.
7.
Yeah, that was bad. 2 minutes I'm not getting back of my life. I really don't know what else to say. That is just so nothing that it hurts. Anyways, on to the next song, Aspen Forest. Yep, that was Aspen Forest. I feel like for all the songs that have been completely just purely instrumental so far, that was the worst one. It honestly just kind of felt like a boring continuation of the Speak It Mountains. If you see it like that, then it's like one really long, boring song. None of the Aspen Forest was bad, but how it came off of the tail end of the Speak It Mountains, and then it kind of continued for almost 3 minutes long, it's like I feel like I can't give it anything other than the fucking this thing. Like, I really want to give it a mambo, because it sure shit isn't getting my glasses, but man, I don't really have much else to say about this song. We're just gonna move on to the next one. Bobby and Phoenix, featuring Bobby Womack.
Let's talk about Phoenix. It's got a way of
helping you to breathe a little better.
I love Bobby Womack's voice. Oh my god. Woo, woo, woo!
Through the storm and rain, if you need to escape.
Man, do I wish this song was longer. And that song doesn't even have that much it brings to the table, but it still has so much, like, oomph in it. I feel like that song could have been, like, the perfect ending. You know, we still got 2 more songs to get to. Well, technically only 1 song. I mean, yeah, I liked what happened. I liked what I just listened to. It was good. Again, same problem that a lot of these songs have is that they have an idea, they show it, and then they go to the next thing. Like, they don't keep building on it. I feel like people would take this album more seriously if each song was actually fleshed out to be actual songs. I shouldn't have to keep wishing that things just kept going and not changing so much. But whatever. I guess we'll get to the next track. California and the Slipping of the Sun. What a title.
If you have any checked bags, they will be brought to the front of the station to get to the front. Walk down to the south end of the platform and cross left at the crosswalk.
Should do that.
That'll put you right in front of the depot. Look for a sign
Uses
that
less
says baggage
space
claim.
than Lambeth.
Make sure you have your
I guess they're at the airport. Oh, 2 blokes at the airport.
Money is blank. 3 days to go. Fantastic. Trees, lakes, mountains. Fantastic.
Fuck is going on? And I guess that's just how we're gonna leave the song, just unresolved, aren't we? This is another song that's just gonna get the mambo. It's okay. Like, it's interesting. At least there's like something going on. The whole like airport speech, whatever. The intercom guy in the background at the beginning. Cool, fine, Danny. 2D's part, honestly, boring. Don't care. And then the money is blank. 3 days to go. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then it just goes out into this funky ass beat at the end. I don't think this song knows what it wants to be. It's like throwing ideas at a wall, see what sticks, and none of it does. Yeah, that was California and the Slipping of the Sun. On to the next and final song, Seattle Yodel. Hang on, let me go get something. No, it's around here somewhere. Found it! What I'm about to show you is completely top secret. If you're watching this part, don't send this to anyone ever. What I'm about to show you may be the best thing that has ever happened to humankind. That is the yodeling pickle. This is not only a Gorillaz reference, but it may also be a John Sean reference. That has to be the closing track of all time. I don't have anything to say about it. The meme in me wants to give it the glasses, but in reality, I just kind of want to give it, like, come on, but like, people shit on it like way too much. I don't know. It has its charm, I guess, but it really isn't anything to write home about. Honestly, I wish the album opened with Seattle Yodel, put the California and the whatever the fuck of the sun somewhere else in the middle, and should have had Bobby and Phoenix as the closing track, honestly. I guess there could have been some filler taken out to make it a better listening experience. But honestly, whatever. But yeah, that was The Fall. I really feel like this album was ahead of its time, and also at the same time, could have been a lot better than what it was. I think the best way to experience this album is without stops in between, like how I'm doing for the video. Like, each song pretty much flows between each song pretty perfectly, but that does also add to why each song kind of sounds like it's kind of like broken ideas. They're just parts of what is the whole of The Fall, which is nice. Like, I'm not gonna knock it for that, but going song for song, it really does lead to some of the songs just not sounding like songs. They just sound like misrepresented parts into this weird fragmented whole of whatever the fuck is going on in 2D's mind. But yeah, this album's just a fun listen to. It's got some great songs on it. It really does. My favorite, if I had to pick, has to be Hillbilly Man. I know the Revolving Door is kind of like every Gorillaz fan's favorite pick from this album. That's probably the only song most people know from this album. And the reason I think that Revolving Door and Hillbilly Man both are so good compared to some of these other songs is because they actually feel fully realized as singular songs and not, you know, just a part in the cog of the machine of The Fall. And there are a lot of instrumental tracks that have no words, or if there are words, you can barely tell they're words. They just sound like a part of the song. So it's like, I can see why people complain about this album, but then I also am sitting here trying to defend the fuck out of it because I think it does need to have the same fighting chance that some of these other albums have. If I had to pick a worst song, it would definitely have to be the Speak It Mountains. That one just felt like it was quirky to be quirky. Like I said, as much as I love to defend this album, I have to admit, it's got some major faults. And with all those faults in mind, I think I could give this album a 6 out of 10. I don't know if that may seem too high for what I have been saying about it, but you gotta believe me. The best way to listen to this album is all the way through. Don't pause it, don't skip nothing, just turn it on and let it finish at, you know what, you can skip Seattle Yodel if you really, you know what, no, actually no. Listen to Seattle Yodel on repeat so you can finally fucking appreciate what Seattle Yodel stands for. But I guess out of all of the other Gorillaz albums, this was definitely the Gorillaz album of all time. And it's just a fucking fun listen to, even though it has major, major flaws. But that's how I felt about Gorillaz The Fall. Let me know how you felt about how I felt about the album in the comments below. And while you're down there, if there's any other artists you'd like to see me review and react to, also let me know while you're down there. And as always, hope you have a good day, a good night, and I hope to see you in the next one. See ya.